students, I am Dr. Vinod Kumar Singh, professor at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, today we will be discussing unit 8, unit 1 and lecture number 8. So, that will be the continuation of previous lecture. So, we have done certain discussion on the test procedure on aggregate, fine aggregate and coarse aggregate, and we will continue with the same topics here, because aggregate is very important in concrete making, okay, and it have around 65 to 80% volume of concrete occupied by the aggregate. So, for quality test this is very important. So, these are the test which has been recommended by the Indian standard. So, in previous class we have discussed particle size and shape and deleterious material and organic impurities. So, today we will discuss other tests like specific gravity, density, voids, absorption and bulking, mechanical properties, soundness measuring, mortar making properties of fine aggregate, alkali aggregate reactivity, petrographic examination. So, all this thing is important here once you want a quality control on the concrete. So, once you have a quality control of ingredients, say certainly will get better quality of the concrete. So, let us discuss some more thing here. So, a specific gravity, density, void absorption and bulking. So, that we can find with the help of pycnometer. So, this is a pycnometer or glass jar, pycnometer you can use for making this. So, this is made of glass, and here brass is there, here one here will be certain hole will be here in this one, and this we can tight with the help of rubber. Here rubber gasket will be there, so that water should not leak and effect of surface tension should be less. So, this hole is very small, so that air can come out from this pycnometer. So, a specific gravity of aggregate can be find out with the help of this d divided by A minus B minus C. So, what we have to do? So, what is the specific gravity? That is nothing but weight of material in air divided by weight of equal volume of water, weight of equal volume of water at a standard temperature, generally we take here 27 degree centigrade. Okay. So, that we can do. So, it is a ratio of weight. So, it has no units. Okay. So, here suppose you want to find out the specific gravity. So, we have to take the weight of saturated surface dry sample. So, weight of saturated dry sample we have to take after putting it in water for 24 hours, we have to dry it with the help of cotton cloth, okay, and then we have to take the weight. So, say this weight is a gram, okay, a gram. Okay. Then you take this sample in this jar, okay, and put some sample here in this jar. So, this is the B, weight in gram of pycnometer or gas jar containing sample and filled with distilled water. So, here you have to fill it up to this point, you have to fill it properly with the help of distilled water. Okay. So, this is the weight of aggregate plus water plus pycnometer. Pycnometer. So, say this is your weight B. Similarly, take the second things, you take the pycnometer bottle and this time you fill with water, completely water. This is fill of completely water, distilled water, distilled water. So, weight of, so say this weight is your C, and then we have to dry it, whatever the sample, then we have to dry this sample after the test we have to dry this sample in oven, and say the weight of oven dry sample is D. So, with the help of that, if you want to find a specific gravity, so this is nothing but D divided by A minus B minus C, that is going to give you the specific gravity. Then suppose you want apparent specific gravity, so then you can say D into D, D divided by D minus B minus C. Similarly, if you want water absorption percentage of dry weight, how much is this one, then you can take A minus D by D into 100. So, all these things we can see here how to find the specific gravity, density, voids, absorption and bulking. So, sand used to bulk also. So, bulking also you can find because that is also an important parameter. So, if you are doing finding this volume, you can get the higher volume, because there will be bulking of sand. So, at some particular if you take in a jar, it is going to get a maximum density, and then it will go like this. After certain moisture percentage, it will go down and it will come to this. So, at certain maximum percentage, say around 14%, you will get the maximum volume, and then it will come down if you get more saturated. So, bulking is also important. So, all this procedure is given in IS 2386 part 3. So, that we can get it understand. Similarly, soundness measurement is important, because soundness is also equally important here, because this test determines the resistance to disintegration of aggregate by saturated solution of sodium sulphate or magnesium sulphate. So, procedure for finding the soundness is given in 2386 part 5. So, that we can go in details in that. Similarly, another test on aggregate is mortar making properties of fine aggregate. So, that has been governed by IS 2386 part 6 reaffirmed in 2011. So, this is also important parameter that we have to understand. So, all this procedure, detailed procedure has been given in this particular code book. So, that we have to refer to 2386 part 5. So, for making this, we have to make at least 6 cubes for getting the compressive strength. What should be the compressive strength of that particular things. Okay. So, you have to take the water cement ratio of 0.6, and suppose you want to make a 6 cubes, or even you can make a 9 cubes or 12 cubes. Suppose you want to get the strength at 3 days, 7 days or 28 days. So, you like that you can get the 9 cubes. So, say suppose you want to prepare for 6 cubes. So, for 6 cubes of size, generally mortar size is a mortar cube you want to make it. So, size of the mortar cube is 70.7 mm. Okay. And if you see the surface area, this is nothing but 5000 mm square. Okay. So, that is the inner surface area of the mold, and for cement you have, if you get 1650 gram, that will be sufficient. You can take 1650 gram, and if you take the water cement ratio 0.6, then requirement of water will be 990 gram. So, that way and sand required will change, depends on the it is a finer or coarser. So, generally 3300 gram 3.3 kg weight is sufficient if the aggregate is sand is finer in nature, and if it is a coarser, then you can get up to 5.5 gram you have to take the material, so that you can get the 6 cubes. Okay. So, that volume you have to calculate. Okay. And then what we have to do? We have to do the motor flow test we have to do. So, motor flow test is governed by IS 1726 1960 average for 2004. Okay. So, what we have to do for that? You have to take the flow motor flow apparatus. So, there you have to fill this mold. So, the procedure is given in 2386 part 5, and then we have to take a 12.5 mm 10 times. We have to 10 times you give in 6 seconds. Okay. So, like this you give this rotations, this is going to spread. So, it is going to spread like this on this plate. Okay. So, this diameter you have to measure. Okay. So, minimum 4 diameter you have to measure here. So, one diameter will be here, another will be here, 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 and this 4 diameter can be averaged. Okay. So, that is going to give you the values here. Okay. So, what is the flow value here? So, that you can calculate this value average diameter. Okay. And then you have to fill it properly, and after the filling you have to make the cube like this. So, after 24 hours just remove this cube, and then you put inside the water tank for curing purpose. Okay. And then you remove as desired. Suppose you want to test at 3 days. So, after putting 2 days in water, 1 day in the air curing, 3 days you take it out and test it. So, similarly, we have to test it for 28 days final testing. So, at 28 days what we have to do? 1 day we have kept in air curing and another 27 days in water. So, totally 28 days. So, at the age of 28 days you have to test this cube, and you see the suitability ki how much motor is having the strength, that can be determined by motor making properties of fine aggregate. Okay. So, that we have to do it. Okay. And then another important parameter is alkali aggregate reactivity. So, that is governed by IS 2386 part 7 1963 reaffirmed to 2002. So, this is very important, and if alkali aggregate is having silica content in that, so that is going to react with the alkali available in the cement. So, after that what will happen? The things is going to expand. So, that expansion, what will happen? This expansion is going to give the crack like this. So, if you are finding this type of crack, then suppose it is a water tank. I had one case study at Roha in Raigad district. So, there was a water tank. So, they have constructed, but they have not checked this aggregate for alkali reactions. Okay, alkali aggregate reaction, even they used to repair, and after some times they are getting some more cracks. So, all the water used to go to going on leaking. So, in that case even there was a difficulty in this one also. So, we had certain recommendation for repair work. Okay. So, that is a costly affair. So, that it is better we check this. जैसे ही हमें कोई इम्पोर्टेंट वर्क के लिए काम करना है and if it is a costly project, so you must check this alkali aggregate reactivity. So, for checking that we have different methods. There is a methods here. So, this is the mold. So, this is a multiple mold here we have taken. So, potential expansive alkali reactivity of cement aggregate combines by measuring the expansion developed by the combinations in mortar bars during storage under prescribed conditions of the test are determined. So, these conditions has been given in IS 2386 part 8. So, that we have to download and understood how to do the test. For that we have a mold, a standard mold is there. So, those mold you have to consider, and this mold is having the length of 280 mm, length of, okay, I have not taken the. So, okay. So, a standard size you have to consider, this mold is there prescribed in IS 456 sorry IS 2386 part 7, and there is a gauge stud, you can see here, this is the shape of the stud. So, in mold you have to fix this stud, and this is the fixed stud you can observe here. So, that can be connected to this part, this sleeve part that will go inside the concrete, inside the mortar bar, okay, and this part will be open, okay, and here we have to lock with the help of certain system. So, a standard value has been given in this particular code book 2386, all the dimension has been given, everything is given. So, that we have to refer here, okay. And for testing purpose what we have to do, we have to grease it properly, and then put the gauge stud at both the ends, and go for the casting of mortar. After the casting of the mortar, how to test this, we have a length comparator. So, length comparator dimension is also given, and their specification is given in this particular code book. So, that length comparator we have to measure this dimension up to 0.001 mm, that is the specification here. So, that specification we have to check it. So, how much this mortar has got expansion, so that can be checked here, okay. So, fast, for making the fast reactivity, there is a procedure we have to keep inside the oven, okay, and then we have to test it during this machine, okay. So, here nowadays we are getting the digital type of gauge also, and previously we have the mechanical type, okay. So, nowadays we have a connected with a strain gauge or other LVDTs. So, with the help of that you can get the directly what is the value of this particular change in length, okay. So, petrographic examination is very important. So, petrographic examination is governed by IS 2386 part 8 1963, which has been reaffirmed in 2002, okay. So, there are two methods, okay. So, there are two methods. So, method 1 that is for routine purpose. So, for general routine purpose, that can be done by the directly by the civil engineer, and you do not require the expert here, okay. So, and method 2 is for detailed investigations, okay. So, method 1 how we have to do for visual inspection and segregation of the constituents of coarse and fine aggregates according to the petrographic and chemical differences, okay. Petrographical. So, petrographic means we have what are the types of aggregate is there. So, that you can understand just by visual inspection. So, what are the things required? We need a IS sieve of 150 mm micron, 300 micron, 600 micron, 1 mm, 2.36 mm, 4.75 mm, 10 mm, 12.5 mm, 20 mm, 25 mm, 40 mm, 50 mm and 80 mm. And we should have one anvil also, because with the help of this anvil we will be in a position of breaking this stone. So, we should have hammer also, and then we have the weighing balance. So, these are the simple apparatus required for visual inspection in method 1 for routine purpose. Second one is for detailed investigation. So, detailed investigation you cannot be done directly by the civil engineers, you must employ the geologist for that. Suppose you have a very important work, suppose you want to construct some big dams where lots of aggregate is required for construction of the dam. So, in that case we have to take the help of petrographers, certified petrographer. He is nothing but a geologist, but a specialization in petrography. So, petrographers you have to employ who must be familiar with the requirements of aggregate for concrete, okay. And that requirements can be seen in IS 2430. So, this one also he must be familiar, and because civil engineer will be obviously he is familiar is IS 24360 1986. So, this also if you want to study aggregate in details, so this code book must also be downloaded. So, what we are observing, there is a lots of codal provisions, about thousands of codal provisions related to civil engineering field. So, all these things we are supposed to go in details, okay. And for your course work the simple study will do, but if you want to make a career in concrete, then in that case what we have to do, we have to go through the different codal provisions, so that we can understand the properties in better way, okay. So, then we have mechanical properties. So, mechanical properties is also very important, okay. So, mechanical properties means we have another 6 type of test. So, one is determination of aggregate crushing value, determination of the 10% fines value, determination of aggregate impact value, determination of aggregate abrasion value, determination of the polished stone value and determination of crushing strength. So, all this test, detailed test has been given in this IS 2386 part 4 1963 reaffirmed to 2002. Okay. So, crushing value is also important. Suppose you want to use for the road work. Okay. So, their crushing or if you want to do for road work also. So, abrasion value, impact value is having very important role in that. So, that test must be understood. Okay. So, let us discuss a determination of aggregate crushing value. So, how to do this test? For doing this test, we need the cylinder. Okay. So, we need a cylinder of a standard size here and sieve also. So, you need a sieve of different size. Okay. Different size of sieve is required. So, aggregate crushing value is given by, so here weight of fraction passing the appropriate sieve size. If it is a standard aggregate, then in that case fraction passing by 2.36 mm fine sieve, okay, where aperture is 2.36 mm and divided by weight of surface dye sample multiplied by 100. So, this test method you can study in details in your material testing laboratory that you may have conducted or or you may conduct at later stage. Okay. So, for that what you have to do, you have to take the aggregate, and then that aggregate you have to surface dry condition, you have to take the aggregate. Okay. That has to be taken as a surface dry. Surface means you have to put in the water, and after that take it out and clean with cotton cloth, so that it should absorb the surface water and not the water absorbed by the aggregate. Okay. And then you have to take this to the measuring jar, the cylinder, and do it compaction with the help of this rod in different layers with 25 strokes, okay, in each layer. And after that what we have to do, then we have to put this cylinder here in a compression testing machine. Compression testing machine, which is having minimum of 40 ton capacity. Okay. How much should be the capacity? It should have a 14 ton, or you can say 400 kilonewton load you have to apply in this. So, after the application of load in compression testing machine here, so you have to achieve this load and you have to keep for 10 minutes. So, after that you take it out, because with the application of load, so aggregate will get crushed, So, those crushed aggregate has to be taken out. So, after taking it out, what we have to do, that you have to sieve with the help of 2.36 mm sieve, and that after the sieving that 2.36 mm sieve, you just apply in this formula and you can get the aggregate crushing value B by A into 100. So, where B is weight of fraction passing the appropriate sieve and A is the weight of surface dry sample. Okay. So, like this we have to carry out different tests. So, whatever the test we have discussed here, like this test also we have to carry out. So, I will discuss other test here in next lecture, like determination of the 10% fine values, determination of aggregate impact value, determination of aggregate abrasion value, determination of the polished stone value, and determination of crushing strength value. Okay. And apart from that, I will also discuss suitability of water for concrete making. So, these two things will be discussed in next class. Okay. So, this is the, so once again if you, this is the things has been taken from the code book. So, details of aggregate crushing test for non-standard size of aggregate. So, a standard size of aggregate is not there. So, in that case we have to use this cylinder size 15. So, size of the cylinder will also differ, and size of IS sieve separating fines will also differ. So, this is also given in the IS code if your size of the aggregate differs from the standard size. Okay. So, like 25 mm, 20 mm, 10 mm, 6.3, 4.7, 3.35. So, for that we have to consider this appropriate values, and the diameter of the cylinder will also change like this. Okay. So, thank you.